Okay. Because the moon is cool. Also because, this can be our first, deploying to the moon. Typically, I'm not gonna make a really intricate, like, perfectly balanced, satellite network around, like, all the moons and stuff, because I cannot be bothered. But more importantly, it is beneficial. I was gonna say, because like this one is gonna be in a polar orbit, and I could just have it also be. So this is gonna be moon low res scan, unless someone has a better name for it. And again, this is one we will want to adjust and be able to do its own little thing. So it's gonna just get its own little body. I guess we could just like make this like a smaller scale one. Like how much delta V does this have if we want this to be just like a little tiny little like satellite core? That's 2000, that's actually very decent for delta V. Name it after your favorite werewolf. Oh yeah, sure. Sure, this will be the Arlen class, definitely. Awesome. And now we will have you. And you will just kind of come in here. Plop down there. As kind of the base of this thing. Other than that, we will need we'll need power. Probably want a full fleet of these. And want some batteries. This is gonna be a very just compact little satellite. Coupling. We do want like a little, actually, can just have a little decoupler like that. And communications, that is important. Nope, we don't only need one of them. Nope, wrong way. I keep pressing R to rotate because I'm so used to Factorio. You go there, and we'll plop a bigger dish, like, oh, that looks awkward. Looks real awkward. What if we instead put you here? Does that extend the right way? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So extended, this whole thing will look, ooh, also let us set up an action group. We'll make this gear, or, yeah, we'll have it extend, or toggle. Yeah, probably having them be toggle is more important. Toggle. Do we want anything else? We are going to be high. So we could do a core sat. Just like toss you on there. And let's just also toss a... That requires an anchor point, and I don't feel like doing that. Let's put a magnetometer boon, purely for aesthetic, because that thing looks sweet. For making it look like a satellite, even though it has actually no real functional purpose on this, because we already have that data from the moon, but it just looks cool, and it doesn't actually, oops, I did not mean to click that button. Gear, let's add toggle, you, toggle. Yeah, cool. And this will be kind of the core of our little satellite. We got power, we got batteries, we got, let's actually increase our battery storage because it's never a bad idea to have more batteries. It looks like a funky little thing. Let's also push you in a bit. So you're not sticking quite out much as just out. Like, cool, and everything, or payload. Just plop you over there. Cool. And we'll have a nice upper stage to get to the moon. And probably this one's fine. Do a Vesta. And finally just plop on our, subassembly, which does not include a, a decoupler, which we forgot about in the previous time, and that was bad. Cool. And you are there. Or put on there. You do not go off there. That is not where you go. You go off there, and you're probably going to be like close to like there. And the whole thing, am I missing anything important? That's always the question. I don't think I am. So you come off there, you come off there. Yeah, I think we're good. Cool, let us send this off to the moon. I meant to set an action group for moving fairings because I honestly don't like doing that through staging. I much prefer to do that just like when I need to and not have it be through staging. I'm probably gonna do this mission and then like just close it, even though this has been like a short little stream, just because it is getting kind of late and people in my house are sleeping. And I'm going to be somewhat courteous. Nice cloudy day today. Okay. What fatal mistake did Lily make this time? I forgot a engineer. That's what I did. I forgot the engineering thing to get Lily all her numbers. Lily needs her numbers. Why do you play this game if you don't like numbers? Plop. Plop. Let's try this again, this time with the numbers that Lily needs and craves. Do, 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 do. Oh. These cloud effects are so good. It's almost like mismatch between like the ground effects and like the actual sky. Oh. How dare this game not model an entire, like, planet worth of geography and, stuff. Probably should design a new version of this the staging with like the new decouplers and like actually including those and actually including a decoupler there. No. Yeah. I mean, who wants to live here? It's like this is just where like the default Windows background was taken. Like no one wants to live there. Also, don't care about land, care about orbit. Come on. Into the sky. Into the sky you go. Towards the moon. That is not the moon. What are you? Do. You are. Oh, actually, that is the moon, just not moon. That's Midness. We cannot see the moon. That's okay. Nice cloudy day. Asparagus test degrees. What? How are you still there? I launched that ages ago. Is that just an orbit? How is it in that orbit? Or is it just now, like, deteriorating from its orbit? I don't know. That's wild. Okay, actually... I forgot a reaction wheel. Ooh. That may be awkward, but it's actually not the end of the world. Also, wow, I made my Apple apps way too tall. Oh, also the fuel lines weren't working for some reason. This whole, I'm tired. Don't build rockets at night when you're very sleepy. Okay, can we move this at all? Okay, we can very slowly move it, so it's just gonna, oh, no, bad Lily. You had a fancier tool for this when you're in space. Retract. Come on. There we go. Okay, now to figure out our maneuver node to get to the moon. Moon's there. 45 degrees. Add maneuver node. Moon periaps of 9,000, that's a bit much for what I need. 600,000, I want about 300,000 or so. 4,000, 3,000. Yeah, okay, let's adjust the angle at which we're coming at this. too far. Welcome to Lily Fills with maneuver nodes. Oh, there we go. That's about what I want. Moon periapse about that. That's the sweet spot. Okay, let's start rolling over towards our maneuver node. Nope, too far, too far, too far, too far. Stop, 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 stop. Here we go. Cool. Can't wait for the Kittens game strain. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That was kind of like, it'd be kind of like the my current Factorio game with my friends. We're playing C block, but it's like very early C block in Factorio, so it's like all just like waiting for God, it's like waiting for landfill to create. I mean, like if you're gonna be doing like some like slow game, the real stream to do is stream Sandcastle Builder, because that is one that only updates every 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how far you've gotten. So it is like, it's literally, it's not even like that incremental, like, where you can watch numbers go up, because numbers only really go up like on these like half-hour ticks. Oh. Oh, I should probably like check and see what my Oh, that's not a good moon encounter. That's going through the moon. Okay, so here's a little problem with our current trajectory is come on, can I illustrate this? Oh, it says we'll be fine. What if we just like add another maneuver node here? Can we like not hit the moon? That's really our ideal situation. Moon periapse, yeah, that seems like good. Yeah, moon periapse like 200,000, not like 300,000. Do. Yeah, I like that. That's a funky orbit it's gonna kick us into, but we're gonna capture ourselves. Right, cool. So maneuver node in 1 hour. Right, one thing we do have to do and make sure that we do is point us towards that maneuver node, and we should want to point this one at Kerbal, and activate, just because it needs to communicate back with, so when we go out, it'll see all of these satellites. Right, let us save and head back out. Oh, do we have a science we can do? We can do an irradiant scan. Yeah, I'll send that back. I was not planning on doing a radiant scan of Kerbal, but I will not say no. Hey, good night. I'm gonna switch probably just to Kerbal Long Rock, add to the next maneuver node. Also, rename vessel to just be the Arlen 1. Right, cool. And let us head to our next maneuver node, where we try to not smash into it, and we are staying in contact with some of our stuff. you're good. It is a very small burn. Three, two, one. Now we're looking at right about what we want. And that's what we want. We want to be going underneath the moon at about 300,000, and that should be good. And sure, there's still some inclination changes I want to make, but we will do that once we're in orbit because we have buckets of delta V. Like remember, this is our not even our final stage. Okay, so let us add a brand new alarm for our fuel to change, and let us go to the moon. Delete unclose, please. Yes. Cool. Do have some science we can down do, like an iridescent scan. Can, oops, excuse me, send you back. Oops, that's not what I want. Alright, next up is we need to capture ourselves. And we're going to bring it in. Are you kicking out the booster stage or leaving a moon orbit? I was going to kick it out. I was going to see how much delta V this required. But if possible, I will, yeah, kick it out. Because we don't need it orbiting the moon. That's a good picture. And it's 300, and oh yeah, we have more than enough delta V. So yeah, I'll probably, like, do... Oops. Oops. Come on, come on. Over you go, over you go. Right, that's getting at risk of being connected. Oops, what? I don't even know what fired. Let us now capture ourselves. And that one will go off into deep space. What is the mission? Our mission is to scan the moon. We're giving us an altimetry scan. Cool. So that is about the height that we want. But our inclination, you might see, is wrong. We want it to be more north-south. So I'm going to go over here. And we are going to just kind of rotate ourselves here. And that brings our apoaps out way too much. So we're also going to slow ourselves down, which adjusts that a bit too much. And periaps, it's fine, it's fine. And it's much more, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this one will give us a better thing. This will be the first piece of interplanetary junk. I don't actually know if it's on an interplanetary trajectory. I think it does. It's far enough out that it will just stay in the Kerbal system. But we can check in a bit once this is all set up and ready to go. And come on. Because our first planned piece of interplanetary junk, we ended up actually crashing into the moon. that seems fine. Actually might adjust the periapse to raise it a little bit. Oh, but we can look and be like, hey, we're scanning the moon. We're cool. We're moon scanners. And this one should, for a while, stay in an orientation. It was the wrong way that the maneuver node was. Wait, no, we're not going to the maneuver node. Yep, go to periapse. And we're gonna slow us down just a tad. World's fifth mission? First, we have to escape the gravitational influence of the moon. That's probably our piece of space junk. Oh. Oops, we're slowing ourselves down. That is the opposite of what we want to do. Cool. And there we go. I think that is good. Let's find the sun. Let's orient ourselves properly. And that will be good. And we're gonna start scanning the moon. 29%. And we just need 75%. So let's just speed up. Make sure this thing is stable in power. We are. And this one, for the time being, is fully connected to the Space Center. And the more satellites we send over here, the more connections we'll generally have. And there we go. We passed 75%. Oh, and now we don't have connection. But that was 84,000. That's very nice. But once we have a connection, we'll send back some of this data. And get on with our lives. Analyze data. Send that back. And we don't need Kerbal alarm clock up anymore. Cool. Let us go to the tracking station. And let's just do some cleanup of space junk and seeing where it is. And then probably call it a night. Because Lily's also getting kind of hot and wants to turn her fan back on. Cool. So, what you can do, don't care about you, don't care about probes. We'll just turn off everything. We'll just clean up generally all of our sites. Don't care about. Yeah. Right, so, toggle debris. So first up we got asparagus testing debris. This is just in some stable orbit. That's kind of boring. We don't really need it here. We're just gonna terminate it. We're doing this not because we need to, but because, well, it helps the, It helps the, is this what we want? No. X science controls. Select it up. No, I don't want to go. They can slow down the game if you have too many objects, and it's better to keep it on, be on this now rather than when it becomes an issue. This is just another, oh, that actually isn't a deteriorating orbit. But it'll blow itself up anyway. Skyfall 1 debris. This is just probably like random thrusters and stuff that we didn't end up using. Because we've not been very good about, our doomed friend debris. That's a bit more of an oblong orbit as it went to the moon. What we can see right now. No, it is apparently on a orbit right here around Kerbal. It is possible because its orbit does come close to the moon that it could get kicked off in the future. You know what? I will save this just so you can in case something happens to it, we can keep track of it later. And Kerbal Logo scanner degrees, you are boring. Right, chocolate probes. There is a way to edit this one. Yeah, cool. Is there a way to edit from here? Oh, yes, there is. Cool. This is actually going to be a relay. We're going to change that here. And we're also going to change that from a 3 to being a fancy Roman numerals. Cool. And you, Skyfall 2. We're going to change you to a nice 2. And you are a relay. And Skyfall 1. You are going to be a 1. And also you are still a relay. Cool. Kerbal low-res scanner. Oops, I did not mean to actually go to it. So yeah, I mean wrapping up here. As always, these videos will be up on YouTube. If in case you want to see what has gone before. Also over here, analyze data. Yeah, you have 2 more sites. Send you back, and we will rename vessel. We'll just call you that and take off like the name that I use for organizing it in my doodly-doo list of saved vessels. Because it doesn't actually need those listings. And there's nothing really else out here. Yeah, no. The Arlen 1 is now going, scanning the moon, also providing nice feedback for us. Honestly, at this point also, Arlen 1 is kind of more of a relay, so I'm actually going to reclassify it. So yeah, let us just head out and see if there's any more missions for what we want to do next time. Because we could always go to Minmus. That is probably like, and start doing like scans of Minmus, and that's probably not a terrible idea. Yeah, okay, so climate study of Kerbal. Okay, so bring 2 tourists, bring 1 tourist to the local orbit. That's just not great. Rescue some dives from the orbit of Kerbal. These are good things. So maybe next time. Complete an orbital survey of Minmus. We need an irradiance scan, a magnetometer, and a mystery goo. That's actually doable, and that gives a whole lot of money, both the advance and the rare science. Conduct an orbital survey of Duna. I think our window is a bit too far away from Duna. But that is a nice advance. We get 9 years. Maybe. I mean, it's here for a while anyway. Like, so I think next time we will be doing a very similar mission to the Arlen one, and going to Minmus, the other moon. And then after that, I think it's probably going to be looking at doing our first crewed mission to the moon itself. Although there is also arguments that Minmus can be a better first target, just because it is a bit easier to land on Minmus, even if it is a bit further out. Duna's a bid further away. When is our transfer window to Juna? That's in less than a year. We can theoretically do Duna. I'd have to embarrass myself with how bad I am at planetary transfers, because I haven't done one in years. But yeah. And once we actually get new science from like going to the moon and Minus, we'll probably get enough science to start doing things like, start building like a nice space station, which I love doing in this game. I love doing orbital rendezvous and whatnot. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. Probably wrapping up here, and like I said, you can catch these on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch these at twitch.tv/LilyHaran. And yeah, I will see you all later. Alright, bye-bye.